Have you ever heard a knock at your door in the middle of the night? Most people ignore it or assume it's nothing. But when it happened to me, I learned the hard way. Sometimes the knocking isn't coming from outside. It happened on a stormy night. I was lying in bed, unable to sleep, when I heard it for the first time. Tap, tap, tap. I froze. I lived in a nearly empty building. Most neighbors were away for the holidays. I checked the clock. 2:37 a.m. Probably someone drunk, I told myself. Wrong door. But then the knock came again. Tap, tap. This time, softer, almost playful. I walked to the door and looked through the peephole. Nothing. The corridor was completely empty. I went back to bed, my heart racing, trying to brush it off. But just as my eyes started to close, tap, tap, the knock again. Louder, closer. Only this time, it wasn't from the door. It was from the wall, right beside my bed. I pressed my ear against the wall. Tap, tap, tap. The sound rattled through my bones. I whispered, "Hello? Is someone there?" The knocking stopped. Then I heard it. Faint scratching, like nails slowly dragging down the wood. Panicked, I called my best friend. The storm made the line crackle, but she answered. I told her what was happening. She was silent for a moment, then said, "Wait, you're in 3B, right? Didn't anyone tell you what happened in that apartment?" My stomach turned. What happened? The last tenant. He used to knock on the wall to signal his girlfriend. But one night, she didn't knock back. He lost it. They found him days later. He had clawed at the walls until his fingers were gone. Before I could reply, bang, bang, bang. The wall shook violently, as if someone was slamming their fists from the other side. The lights flickered. The scratching turned into furious pounding. I shouted, "Stop! Please, stop!" And then, silence. Shaking, I turned toward my bed, relieved it was finally over. But then, tap, tap, tap. The sound again. Not from the wall, not from the door. It was right behind me. I spun around, and in the flash of lightning, I saw it, a pale, bloodied hand, knocking against the wooden frame of my bed. The storm drowned out my scream, and when neighbors checked the next morning, I was gone. The bed frame, though, had deep marks. Marks that looked like someone had been knocking from the inside of the wood itself. So, the next time you hear knocking at night, ask yourself, are you sure it's outside? Or is it already inside with you?